Think I got a little tan or something, maybe? Oh my god, there's 3 of me. Oh, is the world ready? No. Whew. Yard's done for another how many days? I don't know. What you want? What do you want? Thrall, what would you like? You don't know? Well, if you don't know, I don't know. I'm going to have some cereal. I know you like the milk after. I probably got some more tawny color on me. I'm tawny pink, apparently, according to the paint swatch at the store. Yeah. Tawny palm, I think that's what it was. I don't know. I spent 5 hours today finishing up my yard, spraying Roundup. I had this big face mask thingy on that you wear when you spray paint stuff, so that no particles get in. So I sprayed all the poison ivy in this yard, then I went over to Mom's and sprayed her forest of poison ivy. I came back home, took my blood pressure right away because I'd been going. My blood pressure is 174 over 98, which I know is high, but what can you do? I took a shower right away. Oh man, did that feel good. Oh, and then I put it on cool, almost cold. It felt good though. Yesterday when I was talking to David, we were talking about that couple that lives near Forest Park in like $1 million house neighborhood. And he said, well, that was a gated community. They have to protect themselves. I said, it's only gated on the Kings Highway side. It's a north and south going street called Kings Highway. It's a pretty major drag. I think it's 3 lanes on each side or something. And the other end of their neighborhood is on a street called Skinker. What, does it change names? I think it does. McCausland. And then north of Highway 40 is Skinker. And the zoo is along Skinker, and Washington University is along Skinker. So that end of their street is open. And they have a couple little barricades you have to drive around, but that's not a big deal. It just discourages people from coming in. Wouldn't discourage me if I wanted to take a look, but it does. The peaceful protesters entered the Kings Highway side and went through the human gate part. You can't drive through there, but you can walk through there. And that couple of McCluskeys, I forget what her real name is, Sharon. He had an AK-47 and she had a handgun, and her finger was on the trigger. His was not, it was on the guard, but hers was on the trigger. David pointed that out to me because he knows about guns. Living in Georgia, everyone's got a gun. But I said, well, some of those memes are really funny. But now they have the first floor of their house all boarded up, and they have security guards standing all around. And my brother said, well, they probably pissed off some of those people and were afraid they'd come back and hurt them. Then we came up with this idea, or my brother did. He said, I'd like to know how black people really feel. I can interview a whole family, the little ones, the teenagers, the grown-ups, see how they feel about this, what's going on, why, and all that stuff. And I thought, that's a good idea. I take challenges on all the time. And I was putting stuff away and closing the garage door up. It goes down real quick. And the neighbor guy, he handed me his card. He does power washing, but I have a power washer. I mean, he does a really good job. He's a nice guy. He's a principal of a school, and he teaches Taekwondo, Shotokan, I think he said. And he has a little boy that's 6 years old who's just a sweetheart. He's learning to ride a bicycle. He's just as sweet as can be. Like, we're talking, and I told him about my brother's idea. I said, does that sound like something you guys would be interested in? I would show you. He goes, do we have to use our real name? I said, no. I said, and I would put it together and I would show it to you before I'd put it up on YouTube. He says he'd be up for it. He's going to ask his wife. But I think that's good, because when the more you know, the less ignorant you are. Ignorant means you don't know it. It doesn't mean more than that. It just means you don't know it. You don't know that culture. You don't know that I'm ignorant to Miley Cyrus's boyfriend. I don't know who it is, if she has one, or I don't know about this, or I don't know about that. I'm ignorant to how to change a carburetor. I'm gonna have to learn. The weed whip needs work done to it, I think. And David and I were talking, and he was telling me what he thought it could possibly be, because he works on stuff. And he suggested I buy like a $300 lawnmower that's self-propelled. And I said, I'm not going to do that. I said, I'll just ask that guy if he'll change the carburetor on my lawnmower. Because it works other than that. It's fine and clean, new blade, everything. So it's another thing on my list. Another thing on my list. And I look for parts. Can't seem to find a part. It's an older lawnmower. But we'll see. What else do we have here? That's about it. I am not totally naked. I am wearing underwear. Underpants. And glasses. Wah, wah. Oh, I don't know. For supper, I'm not really sure if I'm be hungry or not. Maybe it'll just be rice. I'm trying to eat less. I'm trying to keep all my chins up. I meant to do a candy clam video this weekend, and I didn't get around to doing it. But I do want to put candy clam out there. What else is coming up that she could do a thing about? No holidays, except no more holidays this month, as far as I can tell. Well, I'll make one up. I'm so tired. I'm not hungry, really. Just tired, physically tired. Sono stanca. That's Italian for I am tired if you're female. If you're male, it's sono stanco. Not that you stink, it's just you're stinking tired. Physically. Let's see. In German it's Ich bin müde. M-U-umlaut-D-E. Müde. Ich bin müde. And that's male or female. So, what else is there? Just stuff to do, which I'll try to do. Get some stuff done. And then this week, I don't know. I don't know what's in store. Luckily, I don't have to do grass for a few days. So much to do all the time. Like my brother and I agreed on last night, we don't want to adult anymore. But I have to go upward and onward.